So just so you know. Yeah, we're ready? We're on?
Yeah.
All right. We're in the Moser region and we're at Selbach Oster.
Selbach Oster,
Like the oyster, right?
Like the oyster.
Like the talking to Sebastian, and your last name, Sebastian?
My last name is Selbach. Yes.
Is what?
Selbach.
Ober, yes.
Selbach.
And I guess you're taking over for mom, right? As far as kind of running things at the winery right now?
Well, we are still a two-generation family business, so my parents are still involved.
Mhm.
Did you meet my dad, my father?
I'm not recall meeting your dad, but I've met your mom, Barbara, back
Yes.
it's been several years. She was in the market and she was in Chicago. You got selling wine, and I got to know her then, and that's how.
I think you met my sister as well.
I might have met what's your sister name again?
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah. Yes, I did. So, and then the last time I visited here with your family was in 2015 here.
Yep.
And so now I'm back for another visit, and you guys are at this beautiful location here that's been recently built, about 8 years ago?
Yeah, 8 years.
Okay, very good. Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the winery and then introduce the wine that we're
Sure.
going to have.
So right now we are here in Zelting in the heart of the Middle Mosel. Our family estate it's quite old, I'm the 12th generation right now, going back into the 17th century. So that was the first mention of the Selbach. In our family, he was involved in wine trade and also wine growing.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since we have been here in the Mosel making wine, and we are from Zeltingen, and we farm around 23 hectares in total. That's
Mhm.
total size, of which 90% is Riesling. But not only Riesling, actually the first wine we have in our glass right now is a Pinot Blanc, aka Weißburgunder.
Pinot Blanc,
Pinot Blanc, yes.
aka
Weißburgunder.
Weissburg. Is that just a German name for Pinot Blanc?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's around 4.5%. Then we have around 4.5% Spätburgunder, aka Pinot Noir,
Mm-hmm.
and just a tiny bit of Gewürztraminer.
Okay, very good. Okay. And this is 2023. Looks like it's just
Yes, exactly.
in Trocken, which means it's off dry or
It's
dry.
dry.
Okay.
So Trocken is dry. So in order to be able to put Trocken on the label, the wine cannot be over 9 grams of
Mhm.
residual sugar.
Nice, refreshing. Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you had at Zettinghof for lunch,
Mhm.
but now the white asparagus season.
We had a plate of white asparagus. Yeah.
Perfect wine with
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
because so this was
That's a good
picked
point.
second week of September.
Mm-hmm.
So usually Pinot Blanc, or not, actually always it ripens earlier than Riesling. And we, after picking, and after pressing, we fermented it in both stainless steel and 2,000-liter used oak barrel. So not a new oak, but used oak, and it sat on the full lease, in this case for almost 2 years. So get that richness, that creaminess out of the wine.
It's got some structure on the back end also. I guess that comes from the oak where it
Yes.
hits you right there,
Yes.
in the back. Okay.
So Pinot Blanc is always a little bit more mellow on the acidity compared to Riesling, but it's perfect with dishes with like rich creamy sauce, for instance, like some fish with some buttery sauce or some white asparagus, veal. Perfect, it's a perfect match.
Very nice. Yes, absolutely.
And just 12.5% alcohol, so not too heavy.
Not too heavy at all. No.
And actually, Weißburgunder, that's the second most grown white variety in the Mosel.
Really?
After Riesling. So Riesling is number one for white varieties, and then Pinot Blanc, Weißburgunder is the second.
So we was at Von Winning yesterday, and I tasted my first ever Chardonnay.
Yeah, it's becoming more popular.
And it was pretty good. Yeah. I didn't know Germans made Chardonnay, or even if it was permitted or whatever. Yeah.
I think a lot has changed in the last 25 years because of global warming, climate change.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been actually benefited until now from that.
Okay.
Because here it's a cool climate region.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, a lot of grape varieties, which were like 30, 35 years ago, where people said they will never ripen,
Mm-hmm.
they ripen nowadays.
Okay. Very good.
So that is really something which is everything is changing, and well, there are some places they even grow Syrah now.
Silvana?
Syrah,
Syrah?
yeah,
No
it's not
way.
common, but
Oh,
there are some places who do that.
that's your great variety of Syrah. Maybe. Oh, okay. All right. What we got next?
And
What are you gonna?
we will see. I mean, same goes with like Pinot Noir, Spätburgunder. So we have some Pinot Noir as well.
Pinot Noir. There's some great Pinot Noirs being made here
Yes.
in Germany. Yes.
And it's long. It's like, I mean, up until 1990, it wasn't. We weren't allowed to commercially sell Pinot Noir in the Mosel.
Mm-hmm.
It was forbidden. So just white varieties. When they lifted that slowly, well, Pinot Noir took off, and we've been making Pinot Noirs since 2017, and really it's a growing segment for us.
Mm-hmm.
It was verboten.
Verboten, yes.
Forbot. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. She's our
You
resident.
speak German.
She's our resident German translator.
Okay.
I'm practicing. I'm practicing.
Yeah. So yes, so a lot of things are
Okay.
happening,
Mhm.
changing.
They send the wine police.
Well, there's still some like wine police checking the cellar during harvest time whether everything books are correct for sure. But back then, I don't know why they didn't allow that. Because actually, you drove past the town of it's called well when we are West Zeltingen, but it's actually a twin town called Zeltingen-Rachtig, and that twin town Rachtig was famous in the Middle Ages for its red wines.
Mm.
And that tradition pretty much died 200, 300 years ago because looking back in history, up until Napoleon pretty much conquered this area in the late 18th century, most vineyard land was owned by the Catholic Church, and the last prince bishop was in 1786 something. He by decree said only Riesling has to be planted and all minor grape varieties had to be uprooted.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when really Riesling took off. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's next on the agenda?
Send the firewood police.
Gotta hit pause, man. As we continue with the second offering from Sebastian, looks like we have a 2020 Mozo Riesling
Alte Reben.
Trocken.
Trocken, yes.
Okay.
So next wine is 2020 Zeltinger Alte Reben, Riesling Trocken. Zelting is our hometown where the vines are growing. Alte Reben means old vines. So in this case, the wine is from vines that are around 50 to 60 years old. It's cuvee from two different vineyard sites. I will show you later on a map where the vineyards are situated. Himmelreich and Sonnenuhr. And this wine is fermented in the traditional Fuder barrel, which is 1,000 liters in size.
Which is neutral type. Neutral.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm. Okay.
So
You can almost taste it too on there. The oak. I mean, the neutral. It gives it some structure on the back end of it. Yes.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
You know, Riesling is a grape variety that doesn't need oak, new oak to support it.
Yes.
So for Riesling, most of the wines, over 95% of the wines we do are natural fermentation, so where we don't add any cultural yeast. That's also the case for this wine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, again, long full lees contact, so we don't do any batonnage. So the wine just sits on the lees, and again, you get that richness in the mid palate from that storage on the lees. So 2020 was a warm vintage.
That's COVID vintage.
It was.
Someone said that today, and I picked who came up with that? Who?
It was the
Twan?
Corona vintage.
Someone called it the Corona vintage.
Yeah. Well, it was. But normally when I do tastings, I don't.
I know. Well, of course. Well, don't worry. This wine is really good.
I mean, it makes for a good story.
Yeah. But it's not good to sell. It's not a good story to sell wine.
And
We got it.
not the best memories from Corona.
Mhm.
So this was harvested end of September. Actually, first was warm in September when we picked, for instance, Weißburgunder or Pinot Blanc, and then by late September it got cooler and we get a little of rainfall, which was quite good because due to the lower temperatures, the ripening also slowed down for Riesling, which is quite useful.
Okay. Let's go.
A bit more predictable.
Yeah.
Are we on or no? We're on. Okay, we're on. Okay.
Let me show you a map. It's
Okay.
always easier to explain.
Yeah. Okay.
with a map.
Very good. Yes.
So, because it's from a single vineyard.
This is a famous vineyard, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought so. Yes. I don't know how to pronounce it. You probably can. Schlossberg.
Schlossberg. The Kennedy.
Isn't that all you can know,
Caroline
Mark?
Kennedy
Isn't all you can know,
Schlossberg.
Mark Schlossberg?
Oh, Mark. Oh, he's gonna make the video. All the Mark, the all knowing. Yeah.
Isn't his name Schlossberg?
Yes, Schlossberg. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's how you can remember. Well, memory triggers.
All right. Yes. And you always pour yourself first.
You have to taste.
No, I do it even if I don't have to, really.
And you don't use the double S.
So it's just Schloss?
Schlossberg.
Schloss.
Schlossberg.
Schlossberg, yeah.
Schlossberg.
Schloss means castle, and Berg is the mountain. Or hill.
Thank you. All right, so we have a single vintage, not vintage, but single vineyard.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is 2022 Seltinger Schlossberg Riesling GG or Großgewächs. This is a map of Seltingen, and these are our three main vineyard sites. So the one you're having right now is from Schlossberg, which is right here in the middle. Actually, from the south-facing part of the slope, as you can see here, Schlossberg is the site itself is changing its sun exposure from southeast to south. So where the church is, that's the south-facing part, then to southwest, and then to the west. So it's pretty much like a head divided by two ravines running towards the Mosel River down here. And this is from the lower part of the slope, the wine right here, the Großgewächs. Großgewächs is pretty much the equivalent of Grand Cru in Burgundy.
Yeah, of course, yes.
So in order to be able to put Großgewächs or GG on the label, it has to be dry wine from a single vineyard with a high reputation. So you're not allowed, for instance, to release that wine prior to the 1st of September of the following year after vintage.
Yes. We've had some outstanding Großgewächs our time while we're here. Been here so far, yes.
So this is vintage 22. I really love 22 because it has its own character. It has a lot of spice, like a little bit like ginger, a little bit like candied orange peel. Very attractive wine.
Cannon orange peel. Yes. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Also spontaneous fermentation
Mhm.
in Fuda barrel again.
Mm-hmm. The 2000 or 1000?
1000. So
1000.
the only exception was the first wine. So we have two 2000 liter barrels,
Mhm.
which we use exclusively for the Weißburgunder, so Pinot Blanc.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the other wines, we use the normal, so to speak, Fuda barrel, which is around 1000
Mhm.
liters inside.
Fabulous wine.
Thank you.
And so I understand the map,
Yep.
and I know we're
No.
not looking at this.
No.
We're looking at the back side of that, or this side.
Yeah,
We're looking at
side.
this.
Exactly.
Okay.
So pretty much okay. So when this photo was taken, there was no high bridge.
Yes.
So that would be the high bridge you're
Right
seeing
there.
over there
Yeah,
would be here.
Okay. Yes.
Standing
I got you.
So all those sides here are on this side of the Mosel, but into that direction.
Okay. I got you. Okay. I just want to be clear.
So
When did they build the high bridge?
well, they started in 2013, was completed in 2019, and actually it's the second highest bridge in the country.
All right. Professional photographer.
So next wine would be the last dry wine. It's a Pinot Blanc Reserve from vintage 2021. You tasted the Weißburgunder as the first wine. This is the
Yeah.
entry level, and this is
Mhm.
like the premium,
Mhm.
so to speak. So that's why we put Pinot Blanc on there, because it's made in more international style. So
Okay.
this has seen some new oak as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this fermented in also Fuda, but new Fuda. So it has a little bit more oak influence, even though the Fuda barrels aren't toasted as barriques are.
So what do you guys like about this grape varietal? Seem like, and I haven't been here in a while. Seem like you guys are kind of expanding your horizon, not only Riesling, but other grape varietals. And what do you like about this one in particular?
The Pinot Blanc is might be not as aromatic as Riesling. It's a little bit more mellow, and it is something that how should I say, goes well with dishes that are a little bit less seasoned. Do you say seasoned with a little bit less seasoning?
Okay.
Like for instance, this one is perfect when you have some seafoods like
Oh, okay.
oysters, for
Mhm.
instance. And it's also, I would say, perfect. It's Pinot Blanc is often like a little bit under the radar. It's like a cousin of Chardonnay,
Yeah.
or also within the same family as Pinot Noir. But I think it has great potential. Yeah. So that's why. And like I said, with the white asparagus, goes really quite well with that.
And you guys are very fond of your white asparagus during the season. I
It's-
because every
people love
restaurant
it.
we've had the soup and we had the asparagus, and every meal it's been offered to us. Yes.
Special. We love it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I think in the US it's hard to get, right?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
hard. We never.
Well,
I've never seen
but in
it.
America, we get this little bitty white asparagus that's this big, and the guy just walked in there with your white asparagus. It was about this big, Yeah.
And
And-
there's an Austrian restaurant in New York that used to get it, but it's very rare.
Mm-hmm. And we should pour a glass down there for Jamie and send her a message. Say, that's what that glass was for, and she ate it. I know it. That's why you've been a little sad. All right, Sebastian. So we have 2021
Yes,
Pinot Blanc. Yeah,
reserve. So
reserve.
yes,
And what makes it reserve in terms of just not saying reserve? I have to ask the question.
well, there's some. Well, this comes from the same slope, same vineyard as the Schlossberg,
Mm-hmm.
even though the vineyard is not mentioned on the label. This was stayed 2 years in barrel
Okay.
on the
Yep.
full lease,
Yes.
and the grapes have more ripeness for the Pinot Blanc than for the basic
Mm-hmm.
Weißburgunder. Um, the interesting thing is that 21 was very different from the other vintages you tasted so far.
Mm-hmm.
Actually much cooler. So, for instance, with Riesling, we didn't start until the 5th of October.
Mm-hmm.
This was harvested also late September. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, I would have never thought that we would be able to make this wine because it really took longer for the grapes to ripen.
In barrel, correct?
No, on the
just
vine.
on the vine. Oh, on the
Yes,
vine.
yes.
So this was a late pick.
For Pinot Blanc. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's so still you can get that crisp acidity even with the Pinot Blanc.
I think it's a beautiful
A
wine.
lot of minerality.
I really do. Now, is it getting new oak or is it getting what type of oak?
It's new, but not like the toasted.
No, what type of barriques?
It's not a barrique. It's
No.
okay. Yes, there is one used barrique
Mhm.
and one new Fuda.
Okay,
barrels.
Fuda. Okay, I
Yes.
got it. Okay. But no, I think it's a fantastic wine. I really do.
Perfect, like with oysters, for instance.
Mhm.
Very complex wine.
I think it can handle a little sturdier a fish also. I think
Yeah,
a little bit more meatier fish also. I think it'd be good. Yeah.
The citrus.
Mm-hmm.
And the interesting thing is, I mean, I just opened the wine,
Yes.
but this gets better the next day.
Oh wow.
This
Okay.
wine. So you can decant it.
Okay.
And,
Fantastic. I really like the wine a lot. And now is this
do it.
Oh, no, Las Vegas.
okay? We're on. Okay. All right. So Sebastian, what do you have here for our fifth wine of the day?
So next wine is Cabinet. It's from a vineyard called Zeltinger Himmelreich, right here. It's Cabinet Halbtrocken. So Halbtrocken means medium dry, from vintage 2024. So this is, I would say, one of our most popular wines for Selbach Oster. It really hits the sweet spot. So we're looking at just 10.5% alcohol,
Mhm.
really easy drinking. Like that fine herb halbtrocken style you can't make anywhere else but here, like in the northern or wine growing regions like the Mosel in Germany, and also I think Riesling does it best in this term.
Okay. So just tell us what medium dry. There's a term that means
Halbtrocken.
medium dry. What is it?
Halbtrocken means literally half dry.
Okay, that's the first
Or
time
medium
I
dry.
heard high toffee.
Halb means half,
Half.
and trocken is dry.
Okay, got you.
So basically, it's medium dry style.
Okay, I got you.
And what is the climate on over there?
So this is facing west facing, and not as steep as, for instance, here the Schlossberg or the Sonnenohr. And it's so I actually didn't talk about the terroir, about soil. So we have blue Devonian slate.
Mm-hmm.
That's the common soil type here in the middle most.
Yeah, we've seen the blue, the red, and the gray.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, on the other side, that's an exception. Yeah, this is not Zelting, but belongs to the town of Ürzig. And the site is called Würzgarten, and which means in English spice garden, and they have red slate in the volcanic
Well, I
soil.
see the red slate. That's red
Yes.
slate on this one right here. That's going
Yes.
straight up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But Zelting is blue slate.
Okay. I think blue slate's my favorite so far. Yeah.
So are we facing west now?
Yes. Well, we're looking west.
Or is that?
Yeah, we're looking basically west.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're northwest.
This is nice, refreshing. How much? What's the
Residual.
Yeah, what's the residual on this?
It's 15 grams.
Okay, 15 grams. Okay. So is that's standard for Cabernet?
Well,
15 grams.
well, it depends. So for Halbtrocken, in order to be able to put the name Halbtrocken on the label, it has to be between 9 and 18 grams.
9 and 18. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so we're on wine number 6. Sebastian, just a quick question that probably is not that important, but the changes in colors in the bottles, does that signify, is that significant to you guys, or you guys do it for any reason?
Well, the clear bottle. Well, that was a decision. I mean, beside that,
I understand.
that's we have a rosé red trunk with the clear bottle, and then the basic Pinot Blanc, Weißburgunder. Other than that, actually, this color right here, that green color, that's the traditional or typical color of Mosel. Whereas those more olive green colors you find also in other regions.
Okay.
Frankly speaking, we have this color because it's a question of supplies. So the bottle shape, like this long bottle, it's easier to get in this color.
Okay,
so that's the main reason.
Okay,
so it's
I got
not a big thing, you know.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So this is the wine itself, vintage 2023, Zeltinger Sonnenuhr Riesling Cabinet. So now we're getting to actually the most famous site of Zelting, which is right here. It's a south-facing slope next to the Wilner Sonnenuhr. So unlike the Himmelreich and Schlossberg, where you have a change in sun exposure, here it's pretty much south-facing only. And it's also the steepest vineyard in Zeltingen, of Zeltingen. The inclination goes up to 55 degrees. So quite steep, a lot of loose slate rock. So not much topsoil. You know, when you dig down half a meter, you're already at the bedrock. Very typical for that side is a lot of floral notes, like then white peach, stone fruit. That's very typical for the side. And this now is like a more fruity style cabinet. So we stopped the fermentation earlier, and hence you only have 9% of alcohol. So it's really easy drinking. You can actually drink a whole bottle by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Another solid wine. Yes, very much so. Okay. Wow. Wine number 7 coming up with Sebastian. So Selbach Oyster, is that the name? Is this a family name?
Yes. So Selbach, well, it's my last name, and Oster is the maiden name of my great grandmother.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So when she married my great grandfather in the 1920s, so that's why when the both families came together. So the Selbach side was more involved in wine trade, whereas most of the vineyards came from the Oster side of the family.
Okay.
So it's actually quite common to find like double name with wineries.
Yeah, of course. Now, do you guys own most of your vineyards, or you also buy fruit other places?
So the thing is that we own most of them, and then we also lease
fruit.
vineyards.
Yeah.
So we work them ourselves, and that's common. So for example, also we don't buy any grapes from other estates.
Okay.
So what we farm our own vineyards and the ones we lease.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And what's your total, like
It's
hectares? Probably
23 hectares.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's medium
That's a lot.
size.
And
Yeah.
have those vineyards been in the family forever? Like they've been in the family since the 20s?
And now we grew in the last 40 years. So the size we are right now, that's a decent size. and we don't have any plans to grow further because you also have to sell the wine, and it's a good size, but pretty much with my father taking over, we increased the vineyard size.
So it's basically right around 2.3. 1 hectare's 2.3 and acres. Yeah.
So your father just recently took over.
No. That's not what he's saying.
Took over next week.
Okay. I mean, not recent. I mean, I don't mean recently like last year. I mean, like he's the last like leader besides you. Is your father still alive?
He's still alive, yes.
And so
Maybe
is-
you might see him.
And
So
his
he's-
mom.
So he's in charge. When I say recent, I mean he's the most recent leader. Like he's the
Yes.
most recent.
But what I find interesting, we've been other places, me not as many places as probably you all, but I'm surprised at how many of
sorry.
your generation were meeting, and it feels like a lot changed maybe in the 1970s, and I don't know what changed that. Maybe like your father's generation took over, just like Raymond took over in 1971. What was the catalyst
Well,
for the 1970s?
Well, it depends on the generation.
Yeah.
I mean, my father took over in, I think, 89, 90.
Oh, so a little bit later.
Yeah, he's younger than Raimund. Just,
It's just a family dynamic.
yes, it's a different age, different generation. So, of course, so that's the good thing about us in the family is that when my father took over, my grandfather was still involved, so it was like a smooth transition. That's always the best, and that's also the case right now with my father still being involved, my mother, and so it's like 2 generations working side by side.
Yeah, but
Do you
at
have siblings?
Clemensbush,
Yeah,
I do have a sister, yes.
What's Hannah's role in all of this?
Well, she
No,
she actually she used to work for us, but during COVID she changed her career. She's now
Mhm.
becoming a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a
different
lot of places here. The first name is Doctor something,
Yeah.
right? So it's perfect.
Does that help?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the wine here real quick.
So next wine is yet also from vintage 2021, cool vintage. This is now from Wilner Sonnenuhr. This is Spätlese, so it's from the lower part of the slope. Also south facing. This wine was picked. The grapes for this wine were picked on the 6th of November in 2021. So which is now like a really late picking date, like 20, 30, 35 years was the average, was normal.
Yeah.
So when I speak to my father, and I still experience that, they didn't start picking until mid-October, and often they pick through mid-November. This has completely changed now.
Mhm.
So 21 was the last, I would say, cold or cooler vintage. Ever since we start even with Riesling mid-September.
And the sugar in here.
The sugar in there is
The Spätlese?
I would have to look. I think it's around 80
Eight-
grams.
80?
80.
80.
80. I have to look it up.
So it goes from Cabernet, which is what, around,
Yeah. So okay.
and it jumps that high for Spätlese?
Yeah. So the thing is that what often people confuse is the level of sweetness
Mhm.
is different from the level of ripeness. The thing is that what defines the Cabernet or Spätlese or Auslese is when the grapes were harvested, and the
Exactly.
sugar level at harvest time.
Okay, I got you.
So you can make a dry Cabernet, or in this case, halbtrocken, like a medium dry style, and then you had the Sonnenuhr Cabernet, which is more like sweeter style. Same for Spätlese, but usually, yes, Spätlese has more residual sugar than Cabernet.
Mhm.
So that's also in terms of alcohol, we are just talking about 8%.
8%. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Easy drinking, and a lot of people say, "Oh, I only like to drink dry Riesling. I don't like sweet wines." I mean, try this wine. Yes, it has sweetness, but it's well integrated. You have the acidity that kicks in is like almost electrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy drinking, even though you have that sugar level.
Mhm.
And this is a wine that's very versatile with like different types of cheese. You know, like a blue cheese.
Yeah.
Some even some foie gras. Maybe I would go a little bit more higher, like an Auslese in terms of
Mhm.
residual sugar. We would try some as well, and or like Asian cuisine.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
has a little bit more spice. Goes really well with Spätlese.
Okay.
Like this.
Very good.
And the thing is, they get better with age.
Yes.
Riesling, I don't know. Yo, you taste is 61.
I just had 61 today. Yeah, I know. And then we had a I don't think that I think the 59 was a spade laser.
Oh, you had 59?
59, I think it was a spade laser.
See the bottle?
Yeah, I took a picture of the. Yeah, the 59 was a spade laser because it really never. Oh, cheers! She likes doing selfies.
Everybody has to look.
Nicole.
So I was looking up the 59.
I know, but you know how Melissa is when she gets going.
Lighting is good.
So the 59, it never got that like deep brown, the almost not golden, but it's the brownish copper color.
Mhm.
It almost stayed kind of golden.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, it's, yep. Ach, hab's ja Auslese. 59, that's
oh, but
my.
it was Auslager, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it
Auslese,
Auslager?
yep.
Yeah, but it never got that deep in color though.
Uh,
Not like
yeah,
the
that-
61 did.
That is really depends on the vintage, and often using even with some age,
Mhm.
it's
So this wine you were on? All right, so so it's a little guessing game. This is a blind tasting wine. See if you guys can determine maybe Spate Cabernet Spate Laser Auslager or GG
vintage.
vintage.
Big grape variety.
Well, he might give you a Pinot Blanc, or he might give you a Sauvignon
We might
Blanc.
have a Pinot Noir here.
Hey, so they're at Bon Winning. They're doing Sauvignon Blanc in 18 months, new French oak.
Okay.
Interesting. I didn't think people love Sauvignon Blanc that much. I mean, give them 18 months of new French oak.
We didn't seem impressed.
Mickey wines on one.
That's only you bought.
Yeah. You guys don't have to have any. I can take it all for you.
I like the color of this. It's beautiful, golden. Great nose on it too. Wow. Mm. He's messing with us a little bit on this one. I guarantee you. You throwing us for a little loop on this one or what?
Yep.
I know you are. Yeah, I know.
Just gonna lower the
Yeah.
shades.
I
You
know.
can start guessing.
Interesting.
Acidity's medium. The
It's
wine's
very old.
old. I mean, but
Very old.
I don't think it's old.
mhm.
The reason that I say that it's old is because it doesn't have like
Wine's
that
old.
intense.
Wine's old.
flavor, like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's all
It's
the way
definitely
through.
older.
No, it is. It's probably.
And then
I'm
it
gonna
goes to 70s again.
put it probably.
And
And
you gave us your birth year again, 61.
Nah, it's not nowhere close to that. It's not anywhere close. It's but I'm going to say I do not think that this was at Osliger level at all.
Yep,
I think
exactly.
it.
Yeah, good.
I think it's older in the cabinet spade laser area, and um I'm not going there. I'm going like I'm gonna go mid 80s on this, somewhere around there. I think
1978.
spade laser.
I would have said spot laser too.
My JB says JB calls something.
Space laser.
I'm gonna go with 72.
Nikki, you like it or what? Look
I
too
would-
old for you
I
or
would-
no?
How you say it? Alsace, Alvis,
Auslese.
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 Yep.
Auslese.
I don't. I think it's too dry to be that because that wine stays pretty sweet for a long time.
No, I like it. I like the acidity on it.
I mean, it's still fresh though. I mean, the wine is still good. I mean, I think it'll pair well with some cheese dishes and
Mhm.
different things like that. Yeah,
So cheese would be good.
yeah.
Definitely fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Yeah.
seems like the fruit has just dropped off a
Uh-huh.
little bit. That's why I'm going to the 70s.
What do you think, Melissa? You need a nice beer to refresh your palate.
No.
Okay, you like this?
Whatever
Yes.
it is, I like it.
She likes older wines too. Yes.
I don't know that it's that old.
When you say that old, meaning what? It depends on what your definition of old is. So, what year are you thinking? I know you're not, baby. You're the princess. What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
All
Yeah,
right.
really,
Are we
it's-
still? Hey, Peter, are you in front of the camera or not? Are we still on? All right, Sebastian. So walk us through this, yes, because we're trying to cut this up in
Okay, should
segments.
I? Yeah.
What we got?
Okay, it's 1987.
87.
Wiener
Yeah.
Sonderkabinett.
Oh,
Cabinet. Yeah. So this is how well Cabinet ages.
Close enough going over.
But he went like Oslinger, whatever. Spade lace. Yeah.
And what is it?
It's Cabinet.
Wiener
And you did say
Sonderkabinett.
cabinet.
Yeah, you were really.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that. But I love the way this wine has aged, though.
Yeah.
Most cabinets fall off, man.
So the thing,
So it's 87. So it's what 30? What 39? Wow.
That was a spot laser.
so the thing is, 87 was the last really cool vintage. So I think cabinet was the highest quality level we made in
Oh, back
that
then.
year, back then.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it was way cooler than nowadays, and you still have the crisp acidity. You know,
Mhm.
it's really
Yeah.
doesn't taste old.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't taste old.
No.
No,
But thank you for that.
And-
That's a
and-
real
and it's-
treat. Yeah. Wow.
like we got it as a not like an entry level
Cheers.
wine, so to speak. You know, that shows you how well.
How perfect the label is. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
That was
been
very well
stored
stored.
properly.
You know, you
yes.
get often with aged Riesling, you get the
Now we're discussing the evolution of Riesling in a sense. And back in the day, you used to be able to put your nose in the glass, identify Petro, and say, "Hey, that's Riesling." But it's been our experience since we've been traveling the last 3 days that that's not always correct. And why is that, in your opinion?
yes. The reason is why you get a lot of people confused the petrol taste with something else. Well, you get petrol taste with Riesling. That's mostly from really warm, hot vintages when the grapes get a lot of UV light and sun exposure. That's when you get the development of a chemical called TDN.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That enhances that, it gives off that petrol flavor. In cool vintages, you don't get it.
Okay.
When you have like shaded, when you don't de-leaf, you have shaded grapes, you usually don't get the petrol
Mhm.
taste. A lot of people still like look for that petrol in Riesling, and a lot of people actually confuse it with that herbaceousness that you get from Riesling grown on slate.
Okay.
So those actually are two things. So petrol is something we don't look towards it. You can have it, but I prefer it like this way without
Mhm.
that heavy diesel taste.
Yeah.
You know?
I got you. Okay, very good. Really good juice here. 87 Cabernet. Wow. We're back at wine number 9. Sebastian's gonna walk us through this one. Looks like this one has a little age on it too,
Sure,
from the
yes.
color. Yes,
So this is 06 Zellinger Sonnenur Riesling
20
Auslese.
years down the road. Wow, it has a great nose on it too.
1-star Auslese. So 2006 was a high botrytis vintage.
Yes.
Lots of botrytis. We made lots of different.
Just explain that,
Yes.
like in 30 seconds, about botrytis, so people know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So botrytis is a fungus that naturally occurs in the vineyards. Actually, you can also get it with strawberries, but you don't want to look for what that.
Yeah.
So if it's the right botrytis, so the fungus itself penetrates the skin of the berry itself, and liquid oozes out, and you get a high concentration of acidity and residual sugar. So pretty much the berry resonates, and the content is pretty much concentrated, and so you get botrytis when you have a little bit more humid weather conditions to begin off. But to get really great botrytis, you have to have, after that initial phase of humidity, dry weather conditions. So the botrytis has to dry in, because otherwise you can get bad botrytis as well.
And then you like that because it soaks the juice out of the berries.
Yes,
correct?
exactly. Yes.
Okay.
And you get that in concentration and that specific taste also. So 06 was like it's perfect to make different types of Auslese.
Okay. What do you guys think you're drinking right now? What type of wine? What type of Riesling?
You say it was Auslese?
Okay, just making sure you guys are paying attention. Okay.
Yeah, this is Auslese.
Mhm.
Just 8.5% alcohol, so really not too heavy.
And this is called
Sonnenur, yes.
That's another famous.
Yes.
vineyard in this area, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
How do you say it again? Because that's what we're saying right
Sonnenur. So Sonne is the sun, sundial, Sonnenur.
Zona Noir. It sounds like it's almost French though. Zona Noir. Zona Noir.
Yeah, Germans don't want to be talking about nothing French right now. I know what you're saying, but Pete, Peter, yeah, so,
A little mixing.
yeah, exactly. We have a noble R. Does that mean noble rot?
Yes,
Sebastian?
yes, exactly.
Okay.
So this is the wine we have in our glass right now. It's quite recently bottled. It's also quite young. It's vintage 2025. Noble R Riesling Beerenauslese. So it's a Beerenauslese which is above Auslese in terms of ripeness, around 40-45% of botrytis. So high concentration, but still easy drinking. I believe it's 7% of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that can age for 80 years, no problem.
And then they have another that's the top of the line. It's the TBA,
TBA,
right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
the Talking about
And,
Auslese,
and
yes.
that has a lot longer lifespan.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And it's for TBA, it's 100% botrytis.
Botrytis.
Yes.
And okay. Yes. Okay. Very good. Cheers. Really good juice.